Hello everyone, this is Thomas Cheng from Tech Innovation. We are back at another tutorial session. Today we're going to be talking about the Innex Cube, in particular the remote control of the Innex Cube. This unleash all the AI firmware capability of the Innex Cube, and let's get right to it.
Okay, now let's use the Reactive Suite to show you how to interact with your Innex Cube using the remote control. So there are two camera streams right now. The one on the right is actually the Innex Cube looking right at me, and the one on the left is a document camera looking at my remote. A remote is everything you need to control the Innex Cube. There is no software app that you need to download to your PC or your phone. Let's talk about the remote real quick. These are the available buttons for you to use, and this on the top is the camera off and microphone mute, and they are very intuitive. You press that, the camera is off, the icon appears, and you press that, the microphone is off, the icon appears. I'm not using the Cube's microphone for this recording, which is why you can still hear me. If I want to undo that, I simply press this and press that. You'll go back to its original status. And that's the AI icon and that's the manual icon. So these two are quite important because it allows you to go between the AI mode and the manual modes. So if I want to cycle through all the available AI modes, I simply press the AI. So right now, I'm in the AI gallery mode. If I press this again, I go into AI auto framing. I press that again, I go into the AI stage. So I'm able to cycle through by pressing the AI icon, AI button. If I want to go into the manual mode, I simply just press this. I go into the manual conversation, which splits the table in half, one team on each side. I can also cycle through different view angle. This is 360 to see the entire room, 270 degree, 180 degree, 120, 90 degree. And notice that there's a zoom in effect. And I can actually use this as a personal camera if I'm the only person in the room. And when you are in the manual mode, you can actually use the arrow keys to change the viewing position. So I can pan, this is panning. I can also tilt. So you can customize the view angle, the viewing positions while you're in the manual mode. And notice that if I'm in the AI, which I'm now in the AI gallery, I just press that, the arrow key doesn't work anymore because in the AI mode, the AI actually dictate the result instead of you using the arrow key. And this is the setting icon. So let's go into the setting here. So while you're in the setting icon, I want to talk about this middle button real quickly. A lot of times, video conferences automatically mirror your camera image. And when that happens, you actually see the wording in reverse. So it's impossible to read. So this icon is actually mirroring the text. If you see that the wording looks funky, then all you need to do is mirror the text, okay? So that's the mirror button. It only mirrors the text, not the actual video image. Going back to the AI setting, you can actually control and tell the AI whether you want it to constantly track or you want it to track on demand. Constantly track, the AI will track people every 4 to 5 seconds. So if they change their seats, the AI is going to readjust the frame accordingly. But sometimes if people are actually moving around too much or people are walking in and out of the meeting room, then you may want to select track on demand. Once you select track on demand, you'll notice that an icon will appear on the top right there. This allows you to know the status that you're in. And while you're on track on demand, you can always press the OK button to manually trigger and tell the AI to retrack, reposition per the current positioning of the people. Next, the ignore zone setting. Press the ignore zone setting, you can tell the AI to ignore certain area of the room. So let's say this is a big glass window, people are walking or standing outside the window and the AI is getting interference. What I could do is tell the AI to ignore that part of the room simply by selecting and block that area. And when that happens, you'll notice again, there is an icon that appears on the top right, which tells you the status. And the AI will actually ignore anyone who shows up in that ignore zone. Once we get out of here, notice that when we're in the AI mode, the icons are shown here. So this tells you the status of the AI. But if we go into the manual mode, as what I'm going to do now by pressing the manual icon, you'll notice those two icons disappear. The reason why it disappeared is because those two icons only work under AI mode. It doesn't have any impact in the manual mode. The moment I go into AI, like right now, you'll notice that the icon starts to appear again. Just want to let you know that the AI setting, whether you are setting to track on demand or when you set up the ignore zone, those will be removed whenever you turn off power of your laptop or you disconnected your camera. So once the power is off, those two settings will be restored to its default setting, which is going to be no ignore zone and always on tracking. And the reason why we do that is we don't want the people who come in the next day to be interfered by the person who used the last in the day before. Come to language to choose the language that suits you, or go to about to read informations of your device, whether it's serial number, firmware versions, and you can restore to factory default. So now we have 3 people in the room. I'm in the 360-degree shot to show you that there are actually 3 people. Let's see what will happen to our AI. I'm going to press the AI icon now. The button will take us to gallery and very quickly see how the AI quickly focus on the 3 people in the room and center everyone in its own frame. Press again, we go into the auto framing and the AI try to frame us using the shortest distance possible. Press again to go into stage and notice I'm the only person in the top, which is the stage area, and then my colleagues are in the 180-degree box below, which is the audience area. AI is actually available in the stage area. Notice that if I'm moving around here in the top bar, AI doesn't do anything until I actually get outside of the frame. Then the AI will frame me when it sees me disappear from the shot, like so. The reason why AI only frames me when I get out the frame is because it wants to reduce small movement if I'm moving left or right to the whiteboard or the flip chart. Okay, let's try some other AI setting. Going to setting now, we are going to set an ignore zone. I'm going to try to ignore a person. She has no idea that I'm ignoring her. Now she's ignored, and let's go into the AI mode, see what happens. Wow, now she disappears. If I ask her to walk outside the ignore zone to the other place, you'll see that she will be seen again. So Yoling, you are the person that I ignored. Can you stand up and move next to Cecilia? Okay, as you can see that she's now outside of the ignore zone, and let's go back to the AI gallery and see what happens. Now she appears again. Let's delete the ignore zone setting. So I have deleted it. And let's try another setting in AI, which is track on demand. So I'm going to turn on the track on demand, which means I now need to use the OK button to trigger AI to track. Again, you'll see that the icon appears on the top right to show you the status that you're in. And let's go back to the AI gallery. Yoling, can you stand up and go back to your original seat? Okay, now she has sat down, but the AI doesn't do anything. Why? Because I haven't touched and pressed the OK button. So I'm going to press the OK button now. AI rescan, now she appears. And that's how the track on demand work.
Hey, that's it for today's training video. I'm Thomas Cheng for PhoneTech Innovations. Hopefully after this video, you will go pick up that remote control so you can have full access to the Cube feature. Thank you very much. Stay tuned for more.